Now, last night we reported on the fight against the drugs trade in Jamaica. Most of the cocaine that arrives in Britain from the Caribbean comes through the island. But an investigation by the 6 o'clock news has found out that the crackdown there means the drugs barons are finding other routes. In the last of 3 special reports, Adrian Addison travelled to Barbados, where British are in the front line in the drug wars.
Crystal waters, pure white sand. Barbados has long been a favourite holiday spot for the rich and famous. But this is no holiday flight. This plane doesn't officially exist. It's a top-secret spy plane looking for big-time cocaine smugglers. They're using Caribbean islands as a new backdoor to the UK. Paid for by the United States, its mission is to take the fight to the South American cocaine cartels. The officers are all British trained. No other journalist has ever been let on board. We're flying low over the Caribbean. The crew believes there are smugglers operating in these waters. Only a few days ago, they spotted a boat which led to a huge seizure. The plane spotted this ultra-fast speedboat blasting its way across the Caribbean from Venezuela to St. Lucia. On board was a ton of coke. It was destined for Europe. Britain's most senior customs officer was on Barbados to see the fight firsthand. He worries that success in nearby Jamaica means the drug barons will simply go elsewhere.
Barbados is one of those areas where we know the traffickers have chosen to attack us through. If you nip it in the bud in one place, we don't expect the traffickers to give up. We have to celebrate successes when we take them, but recognise that there is only one hole that we've plugged. There are plenty of other holes. The villains won't give up until we have actually plugged most of the holes.
This is not just a problem for Barbados. Detection methods are now being rolled out across the Caribbean, ranging from the old-fashioned to the sophisticated. But some believe the smugglers are simply making too much money to ever give up.
The only thing that seems to control the consciences of men is God himself.
This is one man who got away with it. Lionel Wolcott used to be a smuggler. He and a friend flew drugs up to Barbados from Guyana.
We had a plan and we put the plan in place, and we got a suitcase, we got the drugs compressed, and it was placed in a special compartment, and we smuggled it into the country here.
Lionel is now out of the game, but he says where there's money to be made, there'll always be people willing to take the risk.
A few years ago, it was very, very easy, and it's still easy. It's just that people have become more sensitive, the authorities have become more sensitive to the problem, and so they're seeking ways and means to curb it. But, you know, people who are engaged in illegal activity seek to find ways of always beating the system.
Tourism is the lifeblood of this island. The nightmare for authorities across the Caribbean is ending up with a reputation like their Jamaican neighbour. That's something they're all desperate to avoid. Adrian Addison, BBC News, Barbados.
Adrian Addison on the drug wars from the Caribbean to Britain.